nerd, rocks the screen. She's a straight shooter, if you know what I mean. Dishing out the truth about the royal scene with a fist of fire and a voice so keen. Hitting hard with those altar bridge vibes, no sugarcoating, no false alibis. Tearing down the lies she despises. Yorkshire lass with fire in her eyes. Stef don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign, fearless and bold with a soul that shines. In a sea of fake, she's a beacon bright, unraveling the drama without a fright. Armored with honesty, ready to fight. Injustice quivers at her sight. Unbreakable will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign, fearless and bold with a soul that shines. Will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign, fearless and bold with a soul that shines.
Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alternerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Daily Nerd Live Friday edition. How are you all doing? The past 24 hours I've been working on my audio issues, and so please let me know in the live chat and in the comments down below. Are you experiencing any further audio issues? Listening to me, watching this whole live stream video situation? Please let me know in the live chat, and if you're watching on the replay, in the comments down below. I've literally spent hours yesterday trying to finesse and fix some of the issues. I can see here in the live chat, Claire JP is saying, audio is fine, Stef. Perfect, thank you. Billy Cat saying, here you're fine, Stef. Loud and clear. Audio is fine. Head mod, Project Metal Music, all good, Stef. Okay, I can stop being paranoid about it then at this point. Yes, yes, yes. And just on a side note, thanks, Carlos. You know who you are. Anywho, with that being said, let me tell you the rundown for today's Daily Nerd Live for Friday, the 7th of February, 2025. So, first up, USAID. USAID. Is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's ARCHEWELL stroke USAID link going to be investigated by Elon Musk at DOGE? I'm telling you, something went down on Twitter earlier on today. You will not believe your eyeballs. So stay tuned for that. And then next up after that, we're going to discuss how Meghan Markle is already receiving scathing reviews on her new Netflix show. People have been able to get a sneak peek of her show. And yeah, we're going to have a laugh as to what they're saying, because this is insane. She can't cook. She can't cook. There's no cooking. For a cooking show, there is no cooking. How does that work? Find out later on in today's show. And then finally, we're going around off with Meghan has a set to abandon Archie and Lilibet again on a new holiday. Before the Invictus Games, after the Invictus Games, what the deuce is going on? I'll let you guys know for the third and final story for today's Daily Nerd Live for Friday the 7th of February 2025. So that is what you guys have got to look forward to. And then straight after this live stream, don't go anywhere because you'll be redirected to my second channel. The expansion of the Altiverse continues with Political Nerds because there is going to be a premiere of this video that will start straight after this live stream. The Chagos Island deal exposed. Proof in under 2 minutes that they're misleading you about this deal. UK, the Brits, the Americans, we are all invested in this deal. It is an important and integral part of our military kind of apparatus, right? We have a base there at the Chagos Islands, not only the Brits, but the Americans as well. This deal, is this good for us? Is this bad for us? Well, in under 2 minutes, I'm exposing it all. They're misleading you guys. A 2-minute clip shows they're misleading you about this deal. In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. So stay tuned for that. That'll start straight after this live stream. So all those that are watching live, you'll be redirected. For those that are watching on the replay, fast forward about 5 minutes and I will have started the first topic for today's live stream. In the meantime, oh my goodness, Sergeant George Harrison in the chat. I salute you, lass. Thank you so much for the $2 sugar bucks. Brewing in a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. And my favourite, yay, the Ginger Doggy Finance moment. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And then, oh my goodness, Lisa Boo also coming in with the $2 sugar bucks. And my favourite, the Ginger Doggy Finance moment. I love it, love it, love it. For those that don't know, this is a ginger doggy. The heart's coming from the tail. When you lift the tail from a doggy, what's directly underneath? The butthole. Therefore, this is a Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. You'll never be able to ever unsee it ever again. You're welcome. With that being said, let me just do one thing. No, let me just leave that as that. Sorry, just a little technical thing to deal with in the background. But yeah, guys, with that being said, let's crack on with the first topic for today, which is, yes, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's ARCHEWELL Foundation and the USAID link to be investigated by Elon Musk at DOGE. What is going on? Let's jump into it right now. So this all came about for me yesterday when I was promoting my second Daily Nerd video of the day. It was part 2 of my exclusive interview with John Witherspoon. He was actually there at the hearing in Washington, D.C. for the whole Prince Harry visa situation. And oh my goodness, were there some more? There were some more bombshells that John dropped in that second video. So if you haven't watched it, I do recommend you watch it because your jaw will drop with the information that John was able to find out from Niall Gardner himself from the Heritage Foundation. And there were a couple of questions that I was able to get in as well that John asked on my behalf. So again, shout out to John for being so awesome and being our favourite DC lawyer of all time. However, whilst I was promoting that second video, I noticed this comment underneath from American Partisan at liberal_Luna_C saying you should look into their tax shelter. I mean, ARCHEWELL receiving a bunch of tax money from the US government. And I thought, yeah, why not? So now there seems to be confirmation through the government NGO tracking, and thanks to Sam here, Dr. Sam, for sharing this on Twitter. And it's showing here that ARCHEWELL is linked to USAID NGOs, ARCHEWELL Foundation to be precise. Now, for those that don't know, NGOs, they're classed as non-governmental organisations. Now, this is bad for Hazza and Megxi to actually have a link, even if it's just a trace connection to the USAID NGOs. Why? Well, as President Trump is explaining right here, USAID is driving the radical left crazy, and there's nothing they can do about it because the way in which the money is being spent, so much of it fraudulently, is totally unexplainable. The corruption is at levels rarely seen before. Close it down. And so, are Megxi and Hazza via ARCHEWELL Foundation part of that corruption with the USAID money that President Trump is talking about there? Well, Silicon Valley Community Foundation got USAID funds, and it's being said, thanks to Christine Frober here on Twitter, that some of this was channeled to Hazza and Megxi's ARCHEWELL Foundation to the tune of $10 million back in 2021, which we can see right there. And we can see right there. And this is all so disturbing, right, that Niall Gardner from the Heritage Foundation has actually tagged Doge and Elon Musk and said, this is all very interesting, Doge and Elon Musk. And so, because Niall Gardner from the Heritage Foundation, and he's no small fish, he is a big fish, all right, in the DC, Washington political pond here. Now you've got someone like Niall Gardner noticing all these links between Megxi Hazza, the ARCHEWELL Foundation, and organisations that are receiving USAID money, this, that, and the other, right? You've now got the likes of Niall Gardner turning around and being like, hey up, Elon Musk, hey up, Doge, you might want to look into this. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Uh-oh, USAID. Uh-oh. So, yeah, this is why I now ask, is Megxi and Hazza's ARCHEWELL USAID link actually now going to be investigated by Elon Musk at Doge, now that the likes of Niall Gardner from the Heritage Foundation has literally highlighted it to him? Let's put it this way. If I did a tweet like that and tagged Elon Musk and Doge into it, they're not going to take any notice from me because who am I, right? Who am I? Really, in the grand scheme of things, I know my place in society. I know my place in the world. I'm under no illusions, okay, guys? But when you've got the likes of Niall Gardner from the Heritage Foundation doing that, Elon Musk's ears might have just pricked up and be like, ooh, hey up. Let's have a gander between the link of ARCHEWELL Foundation and all these USAID NGOs kind of situation going on. Uh-oh. Now, it does not stop there, because we know that Prince Harry works for BetterUp for whatever the deuce he does there, right? And it looks like she's the bed, thanks to at Mr. and Mrs. Henry Wales on Twitter. They got $100 million freaking dollars from USAID? This is insane. Look at all this. How? How are they getting? How is Prince Hazza's BetterUp company getting $100 million from USAID when it wasn't too long ago where they were turning around and saying, oh, yeah, we've got to lay off over like 100 of our staff because we're cash strapped. Oh, and we also have to discount our services because we're struggling. Yeah, bullshiz, they're struggling if they're getting $100 million from USAID. Oh, it gets better. Remember that whole missing $6 million situation from their 990 form? from Fidelity Investments charitable gift fund that was all being discussed last year, this, that, and the other, which now is accounted for in the 990 form, blah, 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 right? Well, that $6 million that Archewell got from Fidelity Investments charitable gift fund, yet they are largely funded themselves by taxpayer-funded organisations. As you can see here, courtesy of Mr. and Mrs. Henry Wales. You've got down here all these, right, that are highlighted in red, okay, are all high taxpayer-funded organisations. And they're all leading in to Fidelity Investments charitable gift fund here, and that's $6 million going to Archewell Foundation. This is insane. This is insane. Because how has it got to the point where Americans as taxpayers are somehow, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, funding a charitable organisation that is set up and led by a member of the British royal family? Don't you guys have an Independence Day? Like, seriously. This is insane. And I hope Elon Musk and DOGE take note of Niall Gardner's tweet and look into this a little bit more. Especially when we know how the money is spent at Archewell Foundation. A lot of the times, in my opinion, conspiracy theory or whatever, what I'm seeing is Archewell Foundation is donating money to organisations that are trying to limit your free speech. They dress it up and say, oh, well, it's for the fight against online bullying and misinformation, blah, blah, blah. They can dress it up all they want, but really when it comes down to it, it's their war against free speech. And especially when Prince Hazza has turned round and said that the First Amendment is bonkers. And when we know that he's part of the Aspen Institute in a group that deals with misinformation on the internet, knowing that all these organisations that have donated to Archewell Foundation are funded in part by your tax dollars. And your tax dollars are going to Archewell Foundation, where they have a fight against, as far as I'm concerned, free speech on the internet. Oh, if I was an American right now, I would be more than pissed. I would be apoplectic. I would be absolutely like my head explodes with anger. And I would be demanding my government to look into it. Demanding Elon Musk, demanding DOGE, doing petitions, whatever, to get DOGE and Elon Musk to look into this link between USAID and ultimately Archewell Foundation. Because this is slimy, this is insidious, this has a big, massive stink of evil. It's nuts. But guys, unfortunately, it doesn't stop there. Because as Teresa Longo fans at _Jack_ is saying, essentially here, I wonder if attention will turn to the Invictus Games next in Canada and what's happening financially there. Because _Jack_ is saying Harry and Meghan are about to be embarrassed further this week as financial scrutiny of their charities continue. Apparently, Canadians will pay a lot to have them there for Invictus Games. The considerable bad press they'll see in coming weeks could mar their visit. Yeah. I know. And Taz says right here, we didn't know until now. I know. Whatever you think about Donald Trump, whether you'd voted for him or not, whether you like him or not, okay? The fact that he is looking into this USAID situation and all of this is being uncovered as to how your tax money and where your tax money is going, that That's a good thing. That is transparency. That is giving power back to the people knowing what the hell is going on with your taxpayer money to all these organisations. Yeah, and you didn't know until now because, quite frankly, you've now got President Donald Trump in office. If Kamala Harris won, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, you wouldn't know any of this. You wouldn't know any of this. It would just be business as usual. And USAID would just carry on as it is. And all this corruption, as, you know, President Donald Trump pointed out in his tweet, would still go without you guys knowing. And this link, this USAID link to ARCHEWELL Foundation, Hazza and Megzy, we wouldn't know about it. We wouldn't know about it. So yeah, you guys don't know until now because you now have President Trump in office who's like, no, there's something wrong with USAID. The people have a right to know. Furthermore, USAID needs a complete clean out, a complete overhaul. And that's why Elon Musk is in the mix with DOGE, the Department of Governmental Efficiency. And again, whether you agree with Elon Musk or not, whether you like him or not, the fact that he's now looking at all of this with the view of essentially making it better and making it more financially sound for you guys, for you, the taxpayers over in America, can only be a good thing, right? Now, I know someone said something a little bit further up. Here we go. Celestial Voyages turned around and says, how much did African Parks get? I did see on Twitter, but I wasn't able to catch it, that there also seems to be potentially a link between USAID and African Parks. Now, I am going to look into that a little bit more, and anything that I find out, I'll let you guys know at a later date. Unfortunately, just to be completely transparent at my end, I haven't had much of a time to look into that because I've had to deal with audio issues in the studio. And yesterday, I literally spent hours with my mate and audio technician Carlos to try and get it all fixed. So yeah, I am aware that there is potential African Parks linked to all of this as well. I'm going to look into that and I'll report back to you at a later date as to what I find with all of that. But in the meantime, the reactions on Twitter came thick and fast. So we've got Swindon_Lot at Scotty in Texas saying, Taz, we are just learning that the taxes of hardworking Americans have been stolen by ARCHEWELL via USAID. So these effing grifters can live in a mansion and fly around in private jets while attacking free speech and subverting our constitution. I can't even process my rage right now. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. ARCHEWELL Foundation, in some way, shape or form, is getting money that is all funneled down, largely from USAID. And ARCHEWELL Foundation, what are they doing? Oh, they're trying to fight against online bullying, misinformation, blah, blah, blah. They can dress it all they want. It's a fight against free speech. They're trying to take away free speech. Yeah, I'm not surprised a lot of you Americans are pissed at this. I know I would be. That is for damn certain. Stephen Magnus in the chat. Hey, up SM. Thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership. Saying ARCHEWELL Foundation in their Form 990s received 10 million and 3 million in 2021, a total of 2 million in 2022, and 10 million and 10,050 in 2023. So only 6 providers. Yeah. But now, because of President Trump, again, whether you like him or not, take that out of the equation. Because of President Trump, we know that a lot of this money, in some way, shape or form, originated from USAID, came from organisations that are taxpayer-funded organisations in America. This is nuts. Taz, thank you so much for the $2 sugar bucks. Ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. And my favourite, the Gigi Doggy Fine Arts moment. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Lone Wolf, though, has a really, really good kind of point here. How many funds are like that in the UK? I dread to think. Especially with Labour in power right now. Anywho, going on to the next one. Queer Lips of Truth 2 at Q Lot 2 says it's getting hot in here. Yeah, it is. And here, Queer Lips of Truth 2nd is sharing this tweet from Muse, saying USAID, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Archewell Foundation received $13,004,470 from the government, but the IRS is restricting details about the source. Was it USAID? The foundation EIN 85-221-3963 funneled millions to other left-wing NGOs. Why does the US government need help from Megsy to give away taxpayer money? But I would go one step further. Why does the US government need a member of the British royal family to give away taxpayer-funded money? Because it gets worse. And again, I asked earlier on, don't you guys have an Independence Day? Nuts. Here we've got Royally Sage at Sage1411. If you're not following Royally Sage on Twitter, please do so now. They share the best blind items as far as I'm concerned. And they say it would be really bad if the media picked up on Harry and Rachel, Meg's real first name is actually Rachel, living off taxpayer money in the States. Let's hope Piers Morgan never finds out. Oh, let's hope he does. I know she's being ironic here, but let's hope he does. Oh my goodness, I would love to see a rant from Piers Morgan, from Candice Owens. Oh my goodness, a rant from Candice Owens about this would be insane. But also as well, oh my goodness, I've just got a brain fart right now. Why is this happening? And I'm live as well. Oh my goodness. Meghan Kelly. Why did I just have a brain fart on Meghan Kelly and her name? Shoot me now. I would love to see rants from Meghan Kelly, Candice Owens, and Piers Morgan about this whole debacle and this link between USAID and Archewell Foundation. Oh my goodness, the things they would probably say. It would probably go beyond my wildest dreams and expectations. So yeah, let's hope that Piers Morgan, Candice Owens, and Meghan Kelly never find out. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. And then here we've got another tweet from Royally Sage saying, look, no wonder the Harkles did not do any fundraising activities. It's nothing to do with the money saved up. They had a rigged system in place. But this is the thing. Yes, get angry at Archewell Foundation, I would say, but get angry at all the foundations that have grifted off of your taxpayer money in America. Archewell Foundation is just part of it. Let's keep the same energy, all right, guys? Let's be fair on this. But this is egregious. This is insane. Project Metal Music. We all have brain farts from time to time, Steph. Yeah, I know, right? Lee Kempter has a good point. Yeah, share with Dan Wooten and Lady C. They both know people who know people. Yeah. I would love to see what Dan Wooten definitely has to say about this, and Lady C as well. Lady C does have a lot of contacts in America. That would definitely be interesting. But yeah, Sarai Rios says this sounds like fraud. Summit stinks. That is for certain. And Stephen Magnus, thank you so much for the £2 sugar buck, saying, Steph, check the email, African Parks money. Dude, Thank you so, so much. With that being said, everyone watching live, stay exactly where you are. I am not done with you yet. Next up, we're going to be discussing how Meghan Markle is receiving scathing reviews on her new Netflix show. Some people have actually seen advanced previews of her new show with Love Meghan, and you can imagine. It's not good at all. So we're going to have a laugh with that in a moment. So those watching live, stay exactly where you are. For those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Help us get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatevers. And hey up live chat, how's it going? Next up on the agenda for today's Daily Nerd Live for Friday the 7th of February 2025 is, yes, Meghan Markle is receiving scathing reviews on her new Netflix show. Some people have had an advanced preview of this BS, and yeah, let's see exactly what they say. It's not good, so we're going to have a laugh about that. In the meantime, let's see what you guys are saying in the live chat before we start this next topic for today's live stream. Debbie Campbell says, some of Lady C's charities are probably getting a pittance out of it. This is the thing. It's like a lot of the charities, it seems, that USAID were helping were very left-wing. From what I gather, anyway. And it's like, well, hang on a minute. How about the charities that really do need it? That may not fit with your political ideology, but still need it anyway because they're still doing some form of good. Regardless if you agree with their political ideology or not. It's interesting. Hey, Grumpy Sapper in the chat. I salute you. Everyone, hearts in the chat for Grumpy Sapper because the theme tune for this channel, you can thank Grumpy for that one. And make sure you subscribe to Grumpy on his own YouTube channel. Let's help him grow a little bit more, guys. Appreciate you, mate. Thank you so much. King Bob, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership for the last 31 months. Saying thanks, Stef, for all the hard work you do to bring these news stories to us. Can't wait to see what you bring to us next. Well, next up shortly, I'm going to discuss how Meghan Markle is receiving scathing reviews on her new Netflix show. Some people have had advanced previews and, yeah, she can't cook, guys. Stay tuned in a moment. And here we've got Taz. Thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks. Ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Saying, I hope they realise they're not getting any more money if they want to cut them off. Yeah. Yeah, they might actually have to do some fundraising, some good old-fashioned fundraising now. Might actually have to work more than an hour a week each. That's why they only work an hour a week each. They didn't have to do any fundraising because they got all the money essentially from USAID, from you, the American taxpayer. Allegedly, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. It's an absolute freaking piss take. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Yeah, with that being said, let's crack on with the next topic for today's live stream, which is, yes, Meghan Markle is receiving scathing reviews on her new Netflix show, as some people have been unlucky enough to get advanced previews. And, yeah, wouldn't you know it, she can't cook to save her life. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, the alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yes, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Now, I'm recording this live for the Daily Nerd Live on Friday the 7th of February 2025. If you want to watch it live, then you can do so every Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. But with that being said, let's jump into it because Meghan Markle is receiving scathing reviews on her new Netflix show. Some people have been unlucky enough to watch advanced previews of this thing. And people are saying that she can't cook to save her life. Are you freaking surprised? Let's jump into it, shall we? So here is the article from Daily Mail from Alison Boshoff saying Meghan plays perfect hostess for Netflix, but with no cooking, no recipe ideas, and barely a glimpse of Hazza. And so here she's saying, look, a lot of people have been expecting her to reinvent herself as a Nigella-style kitchen goddess for a new generation. But according to sources who have seen a preview of the series, she won't be seen going through a step-by-step kind of recipe process or measuring out ingredients. Essentially, you won't be actually seeing her cook at all. Because, as I said before, she don't cook. She has other people do it for her, okay? She's lazy. She's a grifter. She don't work to save her life, right, guys? And so the article continues saying, look, screened by Netflix, this is likely to be the final project for Hazza and Megsy. The show continues with what is seen as her brand separation from Hazza. Sources saying that Hazza is barely there, barely glimpsed, he's barely mentioned. So the question is, how will it be received when it's just Megsy on her own? I'm thinking very poorly. I don't think she's going to be received that well. What do you guys think? And so a source that has actually seen a preview of this has reviewed it and has said, quote, there's no point at which Meghan says take 200 grams of flour or anything like that. It's a very magical and beautiful guide to hosting and entertaining rather than a how-to cookery show. It's about inspiration, more like, why not try and make this kind of pasta or this kind of dessert? Harry isn't in it. Apparently, there's also no mention or sighting of Archie and Lilibet either, which, surprise, surprise, yeah, we already knew that was going to be the case, right, guys? But for a show that was initially billed as a cooking, friendship, hosting, gardening kind of situation, apparently there's no freaking cooking at all. She ain't doing it. Why? Because opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, she's got someone at Netflix getting it done for her and preparing it and be like, this is what I made earlier. Here we go. I mean, I've reported it on this channel a little while back. She had an ex-boyfriend called Vito. Oh my goodness. Again, with the do you know what? At this point, I might as well just give up. Might as well just let my brain just walk out at this point and just permanently go on strike, because the amount of brain farts I've had today is unreal. But here, I remember there was, what was it now? I can't remember his last name, but Vito, the very, very famous Canadian chef. That famous, I forgot his last name. I know, tell me about it. But she used to go out with Vito, and apparently they broke up. And the straw that broke the camel's back was allegedly she stole credit for a pasta dish when she was hosting a dinner party. It was actually Vito that should have been credit, but she stole the credit for herself. So she can't cook. She allegedly steals credit from other chefs anyway. Yeah, Corey Vitello, that's it. I'm calling him Vito for some reason. It's like, what the hell? Yes, live chat to the rescue. Corey Vitello, thank you so, so much. But yeah, no wonder there's like no recipes whatsoever. There's no cooking whatsoever. Because if you're to believe the reason why they essentially broke up in the end, Megsy and Corey Vitello, it was because she can't cook and she stole a recipe idea from him anyway, stole the credit for a pasta dish from him. Dude. For a show that was supposed to be about cooking, entertaining, gardening and whatnot, for there to be no cooking whatsoever from Megsy, This is just like, it's already a disaster. It's already a disaster. But surprise, surprise, the source says it's all about her. It's all her. But apparently it's very watchable. I'll be the judge of that. And so, yeah, the 8-part series is now going to launch on March the 4th. So make sure you definitely subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe here at Stef the Alter Nerd, because on March the 4th, I'm going to be doing a watch party. I'm going to watch all the episodes from start to finish, so you guys don't have to live. You're going to get my on-screen immediate reactions to it all and my reviews. And yeah, I think we're going to have fun with that, aren't we? But this is all produced by Meghan and ARCHEWELL. Netflix said that the show blends practical how-tos and candid conversation with friends, new and old. Yeah, how-tos. How to cook this, how to cook that, maybe not anymore. It adds Meghan also shares personal tips and tricks, embracing playfulness over perfection, and highlights how easy it is to create beauty even in the unexpected. She and her guests roll up their sleeves in the kitchen, the garden and beyond, and invite you to do the same. Okay. But this is the thing. It is likely that this is going to be the last thing that we see from Meghan and Hazard on Netflix. I mean, Netflix are trying to fight back against that rumour and saying that they are excited to continue their partnership with Hazard and Meghan, saying here that they have Meghan's new show coming out, which is great. It's such a great take on a lifestyle show and a showcase for California, Montecito and nature. There's really easy, great takeaways on life. I'm really excited about that coming out. But how can you be excited for it to come out when a source that has seen a preview, an advanced preview of this show, is literally turning around and saying she can't freaking cook? She ain't cooking in this thing. She ain't turning around and saying, okay, if you want to cook this, this is what you need to do and here are all the steps. She ain't even doing that. She can't cook to freaking save her life. So what is this show even all about? Oh, I'll tell you what it's all about. Like the source says later on, it's all about her. It's all about Meghan. Guess what? I don't think that's going to work. Do you? With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'll be going on to the third story for today's live stream next. Hopefully, I'll have less of the brain fart situation there. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning into this topic. I really appreciate all your faces. Please make sure on your way out you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are, because next up, the topic is Meghan has us set to abandon Archie and Lilibet again with a new holiday to the Bahamas. What the deuce is going on? Those watching live, stay exactly where you are. Those watching the replay, thank you so much. Appreciate all your faces. Until the next time, laters. Okay, and that was the second topic for today's live stream. Third and final topic coming up shortly is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are set to abandon Archie and Lilibet again? What the deuce is going on? I'm going to jump into that in a moment, so please stay tuned for that. But yeah, in the meantime, let's just see what you guys are saying. LPLM, Stef, are you dressed like Where is Stef Waldo as a joke for those who ask where you are at Popcorn Planet? Joking, much love. Seriously, for those that are asking, okay. Take a pause. Calm your tits, everyone. I'm still involved with Popcorn Planet. Andy Signor is still my big brother. We've not fallen out. There's nothing wrong whatsoever, okay? It's just I'm focusing more on my own channels. That's it. That's it. with his blessing and support, I am still working a little bit behind the scenes for Popcorn Planet. It's just you don't see me much because I don't really go on the streams or videos much anymore because I have my own channels and my own videos and my own live streams to produce, which do take up a lot of time, you guys. From time to time, I do go on to Andy's channel like I did earlier on this week, guys. I popped in and said, hey, up to you all, which was really, really fun. But, you know, I do help with the stories that he's doing, especially, you know, with the Diddy and the Blake Lively situation at the moment. I'm helping him with that. There is a new Meghan and Harry documentary that he is producing that, again, behind the scenes, I am helping him with that as well and helping him produce that. So, guys, everything is totally Gucci, all right? With myself, Andy, Popcorn Planet, Popcorn Palace, everything is Gucci, all right? So don't worry, calm your tits. Stephen Magnus, thank you so much for the £2 sugar bucks, ruining the sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Saying African Parks got 519,673 tax cash, which is 1.03% of their income. Wow. Stephen, if you're still around, can you email me, if you can, all the details that you've got on this, on the African Parks and the USAID link? I'll, you know, of course, do my own research at my end. But yeah, if you have any information, if you can kindly email that over to me, that would be a massive help. Thank you so much, mate. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Yeah, Alicia Mo Ares is like, I'll just get my chef to whip up something. Exactly. It's like, for a show that was touted as her like cooking, gardening, hosting, and all that lot, for her to actually not be doing the cooking and showing us step by step what she's doing with the cooking, it's like, what the deuce? What is this BS, right? What is this BS? My sweet Nana is like, yes, do it, Elon. Investigate Archewell Foundation's link with USAID. Yeah, I would say, Elon Musk, get it done, mate. Get it done. LPLM says, drink some water, Steph. Your brain is probably overheated with so much work. I tell you something, guys, my brain is fried over the last 24, 48 hours. My audio issues got worse. You have no idea. For some reason, when I was playing music and stuff, there was a double echo that was coming out. And didn't know why, and so I've been feverishly like working in the background and staying up really late at night trying to fix this thing until yesterday. I'm like, Carlos, my mate and an audio technician, I was like, Carlos, help. And it still, even when Carlos, you know, came in to help, still took about 3 hours to get to the bottom of it. And we still kind of haven't got to the bottom of it. I won't bore you with details, but it's fixed. But we found another issue, audio-wise, that's not affecting the streams or the videos, so thank goodness for that. But it's a mystery that we want to get to the bottom of. So there we go. That's why my brain's fried, because the audio issues have fried my brain. And so hence the multitude of brain farts that have essentially happened this live stream. But thanks so much for everyone for bearing with me on that. Let's see what else you guys are saying before we crack on with the final story for today's live stream. And for those watching, stay exactly where you are, because you will be redirected to my second channel, Political Nerds, because in 10 minutes there will be a new video premiering on that channel and you'll be redirected to that. And guys, I provide proof using linguistic analysis, amateur linguistic analysis, that politicians are misleading us when it comes to the Chagos Islands deal. And everyone needs to know about this, both the Brits and the Americans, because we all have a military base there. Yeah, it's bad. It really, really is bad. And Mic Drop Lisa saying, sound is much better, Steph. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, but with that being said, let's crack on with the final story for today's live stream. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry set to abandon Archie and Lilibet again. Let's crack on with it. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alt Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. I'm recording this on the Daily Nerd live, and if you want to catch this live, then you can do so every Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. When I can get my brain farts into check. But with that being said, let's crack on with the topic for today, which is, yes, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are set to abandon Archie and Lilibet again on another holiday. What the deuce is going on? Well, here we go. This is from Radar Online exclusive. Desperate Prince Harry and Meghan Markle set to jet off for a healing holiday after being slammed over the LA wildfires PR stunts as divorce rumours keep raging. And so, yeah, we know they're being slammed left, right and centre. More recently, the Archewell Foundation linked to USAID, which is just going to continue to rumble on and I think is going to get worse for Hazza and Megxie. But yeah, a couple of branded disaster tourists with the LA wildfire disaster situation, the Vanity Fair article coming out. Oh, with Love Meghan situation being completely slammed as well, amongst other things. And yeah, earlier on this week, Megxie being slammed with that Instagram video with her involving Billie Eilish and that whole malarkey, which is absolutely BS, really, as far as I'm concerned, from Megxie. But yeah, apparently now Hazza and Megxie, for this healing holiday, are planning to jet to the Bahamas without Archie and Lilibet. So yeah, again, Megxie and Hazza are going to go on holiday, but where's Archie and Lilibet? They're abandoning Archie and Lilibet, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, yet again, by going on a healing holiday. And so, yeah, they're going there to get the relationship back on track after being offered this bolt hole from Tyler Perry himself, allegedly. A source in the Montecito neighborhood said, quote, Meghan and Harry are really feeling the heat lately, both in their personal lives and careers, and it seems like it's taken a major toll on their marriage. With constant rumours swirling around their relationship, those pesky damaging stories making the rounds, ongoing family drama, and their Hollywood careers hanging by a thread, it's no wonder they're struggling right now. Word on the street is that Meghan finally convinced Harry that they need a little getaway, just the two of them. They're planning to jet off to a private island next month, leaving Megxie's mum and their nannies behind to handle the kids. Initially, Harry was a bit wary about how it would look to escape to a friend's luxurious island whilst California's dealing with such devastation, but Megxie reassured him that they really deserve this break. He's come to terms with the fact that prioritising his well-being and his family's future is crucial. Yeah, prioritise your family's future, but also prioritise your family when you're going on holiday. Bring the kids with you. This ain't the first time the Megxie and Hazza have gone on holiday and have, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, abandoned Archie and Lilibet. And unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be the last. But it's quite rich coming from Megxie allegedly saying, let's prioritise the family future, let's go on this holiday, without actually bringing the whole freaking family on the holiday in the first place. Really, really contradictory, don't you think, guys? But the source then says, pals of Meghan are buzzing that this trip is all about healing and reconnecting. Well, if the divorce rumours are just rumours, then why do they need to go away and reconnect in the first place? If everything is so hunky-dory, as Hazza and Megxie are trying to make out to be, then why do they need to go on holiday to reconnect and get their relationship back on track? The relationship should already be on track based on what they're saying. So there's no need for them to reconnect in the first place. So instead, why can't it just be a normal family holiday where the kids come along with them? Megxie and Hazza have got so many holes in their story, it's unreal. The source then says, just imagine them alone on one of the world's most gorgeous private islands with staff catering to their every need. It sounds like the perfect setting for them to finally have those heart-to-heart talks without any distractions or excuses getting in the way. They already have staff catering to their every need at Montecito Royale. And they could have a heart-to-heart at Montecito Royale. Why do they need to go on holiday to do this? It just does not make sense to me whatsoever. And like I said, it's Tyler Perry that allegedly has offered this to them. One source concluded Tyler has offered up his Bahamas home to the couple. He told Meghan to take the time to reconnect and repair, insisting that she and Harry needed time away from everyone, even the kids. They have enough time away from the freaking kids. They need more. They have nannies that look after kids. What do Hazard and Megxie really do with the kids? We don't know. We don't know. But yeah, guys, apparently Megxie and Hazard set to abandon Archie and Lilliput again by going on holiday to reconnect and get their relationship back on track, even though they turn around and say that, oh, all the divorce rumours and rumours that all is not well in their relationship are false. They still need to go on holiday to reconnect and get their relationship back on track. Well, if all the divorce rumours are false, and if all the rumours that not all is well in their relationship are false, then why do they have to run away to the Bahamas to reconnect and get their relationship back on track? If what they say is true and all is well and there's no sniff of divorce, then they don't need to reconnect and get their relationship back on track because they're already connected and the relationship is already on track. Megxie and Hazard, full of BS. With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I ain't done with you yet, but those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate all your faces. Make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. Help us get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. Those watching on the replay, thank you for tuning in. Until the next time, laters. Okay, and that was the third and final story for today's live stream. Those watching live, stay exactly where you are because once this live stream ends in a couple of moments, you will be redirected to my second channel. The expansion of the Alterverse continues with Political Nerds. And guys, I'm going to show proof in under 2 minutes of a clip that they are misleading you when it comes to the Chagos Islands deal. Now, this is relevant not only to the Brits over here, but to you Americans as well that are watching, because there's a military base that we both use on the Chagos Islands. They're saying this deal is kosher. Something stinks. And I found a 2-second clip that, as far as I'm concerned, proves it. And I use amateur linguistic analysis to show you how. So stay tuned for that. That will be premiering in a moment and you guys will be redirected there. With that being said, Newbie Luna, thank you so much for the $10 sugar bucks. Ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Saying King Charles has custody of the grandkids. Check it. I have done. So there is an old law where it does seem that's the case. However, UK British law overrides that. And so he doesn't have custody of the grandkids in that manner anymore. I did check and look into that. So yeah, thanks very much for bringing that up. But yeah, with that being said, guys, that is it for the Daily Nerd Live Friday edition. Because the Super Bowl is going to be happening this Sunday, I've decided I'm not going to do the Sunday Daily Nerd Live because all you lot, you're going to be watching the Super Bowl just like I'm gonna. I want to see all the Taylor Swift kind of sightings and what she does and what she says and all that lot. So, guys, this Sunday there will not be a Daily Nerd Live, but I will be back on Monday for the Daily Nerds, 3 a day as usual, and then I'll be back this time next week for the Daily Nerd Live Friday edition. So thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed to this channel, that has liked this live stream, that has kept me company in the live chat. For those that have sent sugar bucks, you guys are very generous and amazing. So thank you so much for that. Stay exactly where you are because you're going to be redirected to this premiere over on my second channel, Political Nerds. The expansion of the Alterverse continues. news, because I'm going to be proving to you using amateur linguistic analysis that in under 2-minute clip, politicians are misleading you when it comes to the Chagos Islands deal. Now, both us over in the UK and the Americans, the militaries, we use the Chagos Islands as military base over there that we both use. This deal stinks. And I found a 2-minute clip that proves, using amateur linguistic analysis, this deal definitely stinks, okay? So, guys, stay tuned. You'll be redirected to this premiere video in a moment that's going to be starting in just under 30 seconds. Thank you so much to everyone that's also supported me over on my second channel, Political Nerds. You guys are amazing. If you haven't subscribed over there, please do so right now. And yeah, help with the expansion of the Altiverse and be a part of it. It's so exciting. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the Super Bowl, and until the next time, you guys, laters.